Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Bradley.
I'm Space Rogue.
And I'm Dave Bales. Welcome to Not the Situation Room. Is nothing sacred anymore? I'm seriously ready to call it quits, and if you can't trust a friend, then who can you trust?
There is no honor among thieves.
What's wrong, Dave? Did they cancel the latest Star Wars project?
I think he's talking about hackers selling their own APTs out.
Exactly. A Kimsugi hacker, sometimes called APT-43 because we can't get all of this stuff straight, or Thallium, depending on who you listen to, has breached his own APT and leaked some juicy insider information.
Joining the Black Basta and Lockbit saga, I see.
Mhm.
For those wondering what I mean by that, the same-ish thing happened to both of those groups as well, i.e., this is not the first time something like this has happened. But this one is huge because of what was leaked.
All for the bargain price of 51.
Yes, seriously though. Yes, this hacker sold out everything. Nick, what did he get? What in the world did he get?
Well, according to databreaches.net and GB hackers, they got sophisticated backdoors, phishing frameworks, reconnaissance operations, a custom Tomcat kernel level backdoor, a private Cobalt Strike beacon, an Android-based toy box fork, and speeding.
Is that all?
No, I have unpaid parking tickets. Sorry, I got way too carried away with that.
Listen, we should mention that the original source for this story is Frack Magazine, which, if you don't know, just released a huge anniversary edition at DEF CON, and it's actually available in print, as in dead trees. The digital version's due out in a few days. Saber and Cyborg are the two hackers named as authors for this article, and they have released a 9 gigabyte data dump from this supposed North Korean hack.
So we're not making light of this, well, aside from a couple jokes, because we just can't not do that. But this is a big deal. One of them that stirred particular interest was the spearphishing websites aimed at the South Korean Defense Counterintelligence Command and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah, the leak also contained a hard-coded admin cookie. Now, why do we care about cookies other than chocolate chip or peanut
Oh.
butter? Because this one enables unauthorized access to the group's dashboards and their phishing tracking logs. Oh, and the litany of passwords that it contains, probably stolen from earlier breaches, but most assuredly some are still valid.
So I actually have chocolate chip peanut butter cookies right here. I
Oh
don't
Oh,
have
my
any hard
goodness.
coded admin passwords, though, unfortunately. But I think we also have to remember that it's important that we mention that this North Korean may actually be a Chinese person working for the North Koreans. If you talk about the fact that this one employee, loosely used, was able to do this under the nose of the North Korean government. This gives us an insider look at the operations of one of the most notorious APTs in the world. We got their tools, we got their tactics, techniques, procedures, which, if this is all legit, is a pretty big deal.
sure
Well,
enough.
there's certainly evidence that despite even the tightest of controls, everyone and everything is vulnerable to insider threats, even the US. And all it takes is one disgruntled employee to ruin your entire infrastructure, from the janitor all the way up to the CEO.
Sure enough.
Snowden. Anyone? Yeah, everyone is vulnerable, but that doesn't mean all of these leaks are going to stop these groups from continuing on with business as usual.
Oh, of
They're just
course.
they're after the money or the secrets. Now, let me throw out a word of caution here to anyone thinking of doing something similar and attacking some other nation state hacker.
I
When
want to
you
eat my
break
popcorn for this before you go on.
yeah, you're definitely going to need popcorn. When you break into some other country's computers, you run the risk of disrupting cyber operations from your own side. Now, I'm sure that Cybercom or MI6 or whoever already had these systems under observation. Also, don't forget that the government you break into might just respond directly to you. Most countries have reserved the right to respond to cyber attacks with a kinetic munition.
What?
So unless you want to start World War III or you want a smart bomb dropped on your Wi-Fi or something, you better think twice before you start launching those DDoS packets.
Or have those black vans show up at your front door, I'd think more than twice about it. And
But what, before we go, I want to give a short preview of next week's show that follows the theme
no
of this week.
spoilers.
It's not just the title. Three are better or worse than one. Something to look forward to.
All right, then. Well, on that note, then, let's wrap it up. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what we covered here today.
Do you agree? Disagree? All feedback is welcome.
Like, share, comment, and
We'll see you next time.